Hey guys, welcome to our recap of episode 31 of Big Brother 17.
Oh, it's hot in here. I'm getting the vipers.
We're getting down to the wire. It's getting intense.
All right, Meg and James are on the block. Guys, one of y'all's got to win the veto.
Yeah, if they want any chance of both of them staying, somebody's got to get that veto.
Meg can't even think about that right now. She's too busy crying. Is she drinking her own tears to recycle them?
That's the only way that would work, because it's just
you
like
can't
a lot of
possibly
tears.
drink that much fluid.
It's a lot of tears.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa...
She's trying to explain her reasons for her nominations. She's like, I've been all alone in the game and blah, 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 blah.
Really?
You have alliances with everyone. You're not alone in the game.
Well, I don't feel good about putting you guys up. I'm in a full body sweat right now.
I think it's like the sweatpants and the hoodie and the freaking hat.
Yeah, take off the hat.
You're in California.
Yeah, and you're not a have-not, so you don't need it. You don't need the drop crotch either, because I'm pretty sure there's no...
All right, anyway.
Worst case scenario for Vanessa is James winning the veto.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
That's pretty much like the last thing that she wants to happen.
Yeah, well, it's time to pick players for the veto.
All right, Vanessa is up first. She picks out Julia.
James picks
Liz.
Oh. Meg picks Austin.
So that means the only two sitting out are Johnny Mac and Steve.
Well, I guess they'll be the hosts.
Okay.
Co-hosts. All right,
Before we get to that,
let's have a little comic relief time.
James and Meg are trying to figure out strategies to kick butt in this POV competition.
Well, I have to inform you that James will now be playing the part of Audrey.
Yeah, he's like, what if I just roll up to this comp with this blanket on and these sunglasses?
It was great.
I loved it.
I miss Audrey.
I know. She's very funny.
She's funny.
Killing that Twitter game.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
All right, well, also another little filler. James missed the birth of his baby.
He did. We learned a little bit more about Bailey. I thought it was kind of weird that they left her out of his hometown package.
Yeah. He didn't know he was having a baby till after she was born.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they knew that was his baby.
Until it was Asian baby. I guess they didn't get one of those 4D ultrasounds so you can see like the baby's face. Oh, it's James's baby.
I mean, they look very alike. The pictures were so cute.
She is a real cutie.
When they were both passed out.
Both with their bottles?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time for the veto, and sure enough, John and Steve are the hosts.
What were they wearing?
They're wearing like 70s capri
I don't
suits.
understand the capris, and then John's shirt was huge, and it was hilarious.
Were they hoping that Austin was going to be one of the hosts?
Maybe. I don't know, but it's hide and go veto.
Woohoo!
It's a hide and seek themed competition.
They're all like sequestered outside in little booths.
Everybody's got their booth and their headphones.
Looks like they had a wet washcloth in there too, because it probably got pretty hot.
It was very hot that day. I remember them complaining about it. But I was waiting for like the match game music, like do 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 do.
Well, they kind of had like the dating game music.
Yeah.
So they have 3 minutes to individually run into the house and hide their veto card.
Yeah, one person goes in at a time. They hide their veto card.
Mm-hmm.
Then once all the cards are hidden, everyone, one at a time, goes into the house for 2 minutes to look for the veto cards.
And they keep going round by round by round. I guess the order was drawn in like a random
I'm assuming,
draw.
yeah.
Because, I mean, you can have an advantage.
Can you?
Can't you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. Well...
But the best hidden wins the veto. Whoever's veto card is not found.
So round 1. Vanessa found one.
Pizza box.
Then Thickums was walking around on top of the bed after the mattress was off, and she broke it. Hey, she broke
the
that
bed.
She went right through it.
Yeah.
And then James was freaking hilarious.
He was like, I don't know where these cards are, but I'm just gonna throw around the cereal.
He's throwing around cereal. He was throwing around some kind of candy.
I think it was like gumdrops or something.
It was great.
Pretty funny.
Loved it. Just for kicks.
He was having a ball. He was like, wow, I can tear up the house and not get in trouble for it.
He was running around on the counters. He couldn't reach the stuff on top of the fridge.
Yeah.
Too tall.
I saw on Twitter somebody said if you want James to lose, just somebody hide it on a really high shelf.
Yeah. All right, so round 2, Julia found one. Liz was freaking out big time about midway through.
Okay, I'm just so tired. Liz went in the house and she was like, oh my god! No!
She has OCD, I guess.
I don't know. I think people use that term lately. But anyway,
so too.
She was freaking out about the mess. She does do a lot of the cleaning in the house, so she was not happy about it.
Round 3, Meg actually found one.
A lot of people were just hiding them in cushions in the different rooms, so like...
Yeah.
A lot of people had the same strategy.
Exactly. So then James found one. And James actually, when he was in the house, before he found one, he moved stuff in front of where he hid his, so it would be harder for people to like flip the sofa and find his.
And Austin had a very similar strategy. He wasn't even like looking half the time. He was tearing up the room that he hid his veto in, so that people would think that it was already searched and ransacked. So he kept checking back on his. I don't think he was looking much.
Well, Vanessa found the last one. Besides the one that stays hidden.
Which belonged to Austin.
Ha ha. What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So she actually took out Austin.
Yeah.
Which made...
That's the thing, like, you didn't know whose veto card...
Right, because they were locked up.
You were finding.
So James wins the veto!
Yay!
He beat Sasquatch. Pew, 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 pew. All right, now clean it up, Cocors.
That sucks. You go through that whole competition, and then you gotta clean up the house.
What a mess.
It was a huge mess.
Did they have the HOH room off limits?
It was off limits, yeah.
Okay, so it was all on the first floor. All right, so James is going to come up with a plan now to save Meg.
He's safe now, and he wants Meg to be safe too. So he's going to do whatever he has to make that happen.
Well, Vanessa's throwing around a few names in her head. Who's she going to put up?
Well, first of all, she's like freaking out because she's like, this is the worst thing ever, and I never get my way, and blah, blah, blah.
Quite frankly, I need someone to force Meg out.
Yeah, it's tough to get rid of Meg because she's like the ultimate pawn.
Exactly. She needs to be dragged to the end. So if they don't take her out now, she's just going to float her way to the end. And that's not fair. That's not how we do it in poker. I mean, that's not how we do it.
All right, well, James is kind of pissed.
Yeah, he is going to go after Vanessa if he wins HOH next week.
And he's making it known because that's part of his strategy.
Right. Well, it's not working too good because Vanessa's pretty pissed about it.
Austin goes and brings this information to Vanessa. He's like, yeah, James is coming after you.
I hate that, the way they run up to the HOH all the time.
Guess what I just heard?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So Vanessa tells Julia, look, you're going to have to go up on the block.
We need someone really weak to go up against Meg, so it's going to be you.
Pretty weak.
It's going to be you.
So the Oz twins, however, have their own ideas.
First of all, they do not want Julia to go up on the block. No way. Second, they want Johnny Mac out.
They don't like Dr. McGuire.
Yeah, so not only are they campaigning to get Johnny Mac up on the block, they want him to be the target this week. They want to take him out. Because they know that he's probably coming after them.
They can't
Austin freaking evicted him.
Fur and laugh. All right. There's an awful lot of quirky voices this season, I just have to say. I've never remembered there being so many. All right. Well, James has a little chat with Vanessa. He tells her she's playing the game too hard.
He went up there with the intention of like smoothing things over to make sure that Meg was in a good spot this week, but it didn't go well.
Vanessa had a bleeding ass fit because she can't take criticism.
Are you saying you're saying I'm playing the game too hard? You're criticizing me right to my face?
I'm gonna take out your number one, quite frankly, now. The more you piss me off, the more you're sealing her fate.
Yeah, it did not go well.
She's gonna take it out on Meg. That's how they do. All right, so it's veto meeting time.
You know what was interesting? They totally left out Meg and James's whole plan to try and get not Julia up on the block.
Yeah.
They left it out. If you want to know, make sure you watch the spoiler videos. Because it's kind of interesting. But anyway.
Maybe it's on tomorrow's show, but no, they won't have enough time because it's a double eviction. But back to the veto meeting. James uses the veto on himself.
Of course.
Duh.
Of course.
So Vanessa's all like, it's a game move, quite frankly. Julia, take a seat.
Oh boy, so it's Julia versus Meg on the block. It's not looking good for Meg.
No. All right. Well, I'm kind of hoping they could somehow have a flip.
Maybe some last minute magic. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's going to be tough.
It's never too late. So tomorrow is the double eviction. A little heads up if you live on the East Coast or anywhere else. It's going to be a football conflict. So it's either going to be on later for you or on an alternate channel. So make sure
you look into that.
Plan accordingly. Maybe you can watch it on the internet if you don't have any of those other options. Okay, so let us know who you want to go home in the double eviction because I guess it's pretty certain that Meg's going home. So let us know, and until next time, much love.
Edit.